Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new video from International Publishers Academy. Today's videos, guys, is do these before publishing your book on Amazon KDP or you will fail, and you can bet you will. So actually this title come from a couple of people that we actually with their own KDP business time ago, because actually those people, they didn't consider one of the most important things to be focused on before publishing the books. What I'm talking about, I'm actually talking about the price point. So how did these things started? We were talking about a person that actually was as his very beginning of the self-publishing. He tried to publish a couple of books already. He started to launch them. He launched also the Amazon advertise and all of those things. But at the end was coming up like, guys, I tried it so, but it seems it doesn't work because I'm spending a lot of Amazon ads, are really earning very few bucks a month, and I cannot find a way out to reach my 10,000 a month goal. This is something which is totally understandable at the beginning, because of course you need to be sure that all the important elements to consider in this business are yours already. So in that case, this person had a problem about the prices points. We are selling books. We are not selling many other things that they can have a price that even though we're gonna spend a lot with the promotion, we will receive a bunch of money back, but we are actually working on some of those products which are able to be sold at not to a high price. High ticket and low ticket actually is something that works in all of the services and products as well, that everyone can sell, but basically in their own ways. So it doesn't mean that we need to sell books at the price of thousands of USD for sure, but we cannot even expect to publish books at $10.99, $12.99, $14.99 and try to take the most out from this business. If was about only to publish books on the Amazon platform and organically trying to receive something without putting out any extra money, probably if we would publish tens or hundreds of books, probably we could reach some profit somehow, just because we're not going to spend anything on the Amazon ads. But running the Amazon ads, we cannot afford ourselves to keep these low prices. Trust me, that's something that you really need to understand as early as possible, because otherwise you're not going to do anything else than wasting money. Amazon ads are an expense. To be successful in the Amazon ads, one of the first and important rule of all is that you need to keep a high royalty per unit sold. What does it mean, a high royalty per unit sold? Means that at least you need to have 6 or 7 USD at royalty per copy sold as a minimum. Unless we're not talking about the launch as the phase of the book, which can allow ourselves to promoting the book to a lower price in order to helping the Amazon algorithm in order to collect as many sales as possible. That's another pair of hands. So it's something that can last 1 week, 2 weeks, or whatever so. But once we saw our bestseller rank decreasing a lot and reaching out satisfactory bestseller rank, the rank on Amazon, we need to increase the price. We cannot sell low ticket, guys. We had books that were priced at $29.99, $39.99, $49.99. Of course, I'm not talking about all the books, because there are books and books. So a simple book about 100 pages offering a really few and essential informations. Of course, it cannot be priced as a Bible or a big manual or these kind of things. That's right, but no one told you to publish these little books on Amazon KDP just in order to do something as a first attempt. So we need to find more than niches, keywords that allow us to publish a book from where actually we're able to take out the biggest profit as possible. Setting our price to a high ticket one is not only gonna help us to spending less in Amazon ads, but it's gonna help also the proportion between what I'm actually spending with the Amazon ads and the return. I don't need to sell millions of copies to the customers, but I can collect lower amount in terms of total units sold and earn much way more than the same person that is gonna sell the same book at a lower price. And the other thing is based on the total number of pages, guys. There are standards that you need to follow and keep in mind before to publish a book, especially if you're trying to be competitive in a keyword that you don't even need to create like a big bundle or one of those kind of books that you could be able to raise the price a lot. At least you need to try to find a way to decrease the total number of pages as much as possible. So if you're selling at $12.99 or $14.99, you cannot afford yourself to get a total number of pages per book higher than 110, 120 pages. That's something to really be needed to keep in mind, because there are people that they only think about spending money on the niche and keyword research. They're spending a lot of time to find the really one keywords in order to make a lot of money on it. And then once we're talking about the metrics, about the math, and about all the elements that regulates the profits, they do not take care about it at all. So we need, first of all, to consider the price that we're gonna sell at, the total number of pages. Even though we're gonna sell like a big manual, a big Bible, or a bundle, or something like those, we need to check the total number of pages. We cannot sell a book with more than 300 pages, 350 pages. I don't know if is there gonna be ever a really special case in where we're gonna need to sell a book with 500 pages, for example, but we cannot expect to do it if at least the price is not gonna be 39 or 49 USD per book. So price, total number of pages, and also the format. If we're gonna publish a book which we gonna expect that is gonna be a long book, we need to use some of the biggest formats that Amazon KDP allowed us to use. So what do I mean about that? I mean that usually it's supposed to be the 8.5 per 11 inches is not an end book, because if the text is gonna be massive, we need to find the right proportion between the number of words or the text itself, between also the right format of the books. So if you're looking to sell these kind of books at these kind of prices, usually you're supposed to select 8.5 per 11. Do not raise your total number of pages per book more than 300 or 350. And especially you need to keep the minimum royal net per copy sold at 6, 7 or even more USD. So guys, that's very, very important, because it's not only a matter of taking the most profit out of it. It can be also a condition that will letting you waste money, because with the Amazon ads, especially if you're starting at the beginning, you really don't need too much time to waste money. And once we are talking about the starting money, you're gonna feel them twice. So especially if you don't have a lot of money to start with, one of the best way is to start right away by publishing book in these conditions. So forget about the coloring books, forget about publishing books that they do not give you anything to it actually, and put your whole focus on taking out profit from the business. Because as the business say, we need to look at the math. It's pretty much easier making thousands of USD a month with only one book, which is very well done and cured in all of the details and sold to a high price, rather than with 10 different books run with the Amazon ads to a lower price. Forget about that. The quality is more important than the quantity, and especially the high ticket, it's always gonna win the low ticket. So that's it for today. Please keep in mind all of these advices, because I can guarantee you, which is something that is not so much told out there. People are just trying to sharing information about self-publishing and tips or tricks about it, but these kind of information especially you can usually only find them up there if you buy some courses, so not at all for free. So if you're starting to approach into self-publishing and you're really looking to find a way to start your own self-publishing business, we as International Publishers Academy, we offer courses, consultings, and path that leads every person, even from the very beginning, to earn and reach his own goal until the end. We've been doing so since a few years, starting with the Italian marketplace, and now we want to do the same also in the English marketplace. Why? Because we really want to help as many people as possible and try to do not feel them alone, as we started when we did our approach to self-publishing at the very beginning. So have a good one. Thanks for being watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.